You are the light in a darkened room and rain on a desert floor. Love beating in the hardest heart, calm to a raging storm. You're the miracle of miracles, moving through everything, and you move in me, move in me. You are the bread for a hungry soul, light with the truth laid bare. The moon that glows with the light of the sun, but even that can't compare. You're the wonder of wonders, shining through everything, and you shine in me. I am alive with your love, oh God. You are high and lifted up. I am alive with your love, oh God. You are high and lifted up, pure and holy. I am solely what you've made me with your love, oh God. I am a precious, sacred gift you have opened up, like the stream that spills from the edges of an overflowing cup. You're the blessing of blessings, moving through everything, and you flow through me, flow through me. With your love, oh God, you are high and lifted up. I am alive with your love, oh God. You are high and lifted up, pure and holy. I am solely what you've made me with your love, oh God. With your love, oh God, you are high and lifted up. I am alive with your love, oh God. You are high and lifted up, pure and holy. I am solely what you've made me with your love, oh God. Pure and holy, I am solely what you've made me with your love, oh God. Holy Mother of God.
She comes in with a gypsy midwife, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes, singing her way through the sorrows of this life. She shall have music wherever she goes, music wherever she goes. Dancing along in the madness, she's got her feet on the ground. Give her your pain and your sadness, she'll eat you and turn you around. She'll turn your whole world upside down. Holy Mother, Holy saving the sisters and brothers. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God. She is the heart of the darkness. She is the port in the storm. Hers is the fierce love that holds us together, the fire that keeps us warm. She's the fire that keeps us warm. She is the wind in the canyon. She is the rain on the land. She knows the stars and the seasons by heart. You live in the palm of her hand. You live in the palm of her hand. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God, saving the sisters and brothers. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God. Yeah. Softly and tenderly calling, blessing the living and holding the dead. When everything else has fallen away, she is the voice in your head. She is the voice in your head. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God, saving the sisters and brothers. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God, saving the sisters and brothers. Holy Mother, Holy Mother of God. Holy Mother of God. She comes in with a gypsy midwife. Holy Mother of God, saving the sisters and brothers. Holy Mother of God. Holy Mother of God.
Good morning and welcome to the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, our transformation station. We're so glad that you're with us today. I'm Maxine Kay, and I have the great pleasure and privilege of being the spiritual leader of this beloved community. Even though we're not meeting in person at this time, we are still very much together in our hearts and minds. For we remember there's only one life. It's the life of God. It is everywhere present. It's impossible to be outside of it. And you and I are all part of this divine circle of love and wisdom. So welcome today, wherever you may be geographically, wherever you may be on your spiritual journey. You are so welcome here with us today. And this is a place where we utilize these beautiful spiritual tools of the science of mind to improve the conditions in our own lives and to make a beautiful difference in the world that is so in need of this loving philosophy right now. So gather together. We are here. We are joining in love and joining in gratitude to have a special morning celebration that you are a very important part of. And if it's your first time here, welcome. You belong with us, at least for today, and beyond that if you care to continue, because you're already loved and you're already welcomed. And so here we do practice awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Do you ever think of yourself or others in this world as spiritually magnificent? If not, stick around because it's time that you did. And we use these beautiful spiritual tools. We so honor our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, and we are grateful to be able to continue his legacy and the legacy of all of those who've gone before. We also know that we are in the process of co-creating a world that works for all human beings, all sentient beings, and the world itself. And we have a beautiful purpose statement that we always invite you to say with us if you care to. Would you join me if you know it? And if you don't yet know it, learn it so you can say it with us next week. All right, ready? Living, loving, learning, spirituality that works. Now I would like to introduce our opening song that we will enjoy by our beloved Michael Gott. It is called God is Love.
God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here. Breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love. When life has a question, our heart knows the answer. For every closed door, we hold the key. Open your soul. There is a river flowing forever, abundant and free. God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here. Breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love. When fear tries to blind you and dark clouds surround you, love has a voice that calms every storm. Open your arms and love those around you. And here in this moment, your healing is born. God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here. Breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love. God is love. God is love. God is love. God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here. Breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. Hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. Hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love. Thank you.
Oh, Michael Gott, how beautifully he touches our souls. Thank you, Michael. Well, may I have the kids gather around for just a couple of moments, please? Thank you very much. I love being with you on Sunday mornings because I can envision you, and you are very much in my heart always. Well, you see, I'm holding this little boy doll, right? Well, today is Mother's Day. And this is something that Reverend Mike bought for me on my very first birthday here in Pennsylvania. He said, we're going out for an early morning trip. And we went to Lancaster, and we had a balloon ride. It was amazing. It was wonderful. And then we took a little carriage ride in an Amish carriage, pulled by a horse, of course, and stopped at a little Mennonite bakery and shop. And while we were there, I saw this little Amish boy doll sitting up on the shelf. And it reminded me very much of my youngest child, Jeff, who's not on the planet anymore. And I picked him up and held him. And Reverend Mike said, I'm getting you that for your birthday, too. So this was called Leroy, and we renamed him Jeff Leroy. You know, everybody loves to cuddle and nurture something or someone. And today, Mother's Day, I'm sure that you've done some special things or are thinking about doing special things. My kids used to make cards and make breakfast and made it special. And all of us had a mother. I had a mother, and she was wonderful. And even those who may have been raised are being raised by people other than their mothers, their fathers, or some grandparents or others. We all have had loving, nurturing people in our lives. Oh, we honor and appreciate them so much. I can remember many years ago going into rest homes where there were elderly people, and many times they were cuddling a teddy bear or a little doll. And when I would sometimes bring Yoga, the wonder dog, in, oh my goodness, they wanted to hold her and they didn't want to give her back to me. There's something within us all that wants to love and nurture others, especially those that are smaller than we are. I know you, and I know some of you have animals, and you're very, very good and attentive to them. You take care of their needs. You love them. They love you. That's that same mothering kind of feeling. And we all have it, whether we're male or female or whatever. We all have an instinct to love and to cuddle. So find someone to love and cuddle today and celebrate that very beautiful, nurturing presence within you, because what's true is that the divine presence of God is always loving and cuddling us. We just need to remember it and to just be quiet and feel that beautiful divine embrace. Have a wonderful day. Go make someone happy. We talk next week. Okay? Love you. Bye for now. Okay. Jeff Leroy. Leroy Jeff. I believe it's time for us to enjoy a little meditation, yes? And so as we breathe that holy breath, the sacred breath of life, we breathe in the life of spirit, allowing it to fill our bodies, releasing any tension, touching every cell and every fiber of our bodies, bringing refreshment, new life. As we exhale, we're breathing out any tension or any false sense of separation from our source, and simply inviting that loving presence to nurture us. We feel the love, we feel the embrace of spirit, and we allow that loving presence to move through our emotions, bringing a sense of balance and calm and sweet, sweet serenity. We invite that holy presence to move through our minds, calming, clarifying, and allowing a divine download of infinite wisdom to move through our mentality, reminding us who we are and whose we are. And so as we embrace that which is embracing us always, we move now into the very center of our hearts. What are we finding there but infinite love? That infinite love that embraces us and is embracing all beings no matter where they are. The mothers all over the world, the fathers, all the beings, including those who are separated from their families, who long to be together and to be in their homeland. Let's allow that infinite divine love, unconditional, unqualified love, to move out from the center of our own hearts, from the center of the divine heart of God itself, and touch and lift and nurture and embrace them all. Let's allow the infinite presence of God's love to nurture and to lift, uplift every sentient being as we invite this holy presence to do what we cannot do of ourselves. We invite it to be the wisdom that it is, to be the unconditional love and nurture that it is. Let's imagine and know that that holy presence of love is moving out from our hearts into our community, into our country, beyond all boundaries and into the world itself. Let us be the instruments of peace. Let us be the instruments of love. Let us be the instruments of healing as the sweet spirit flows through us, touching, blessing, healing, lifting. As we now, just for a moment or two, go into the silence of our own sweet hearts and feel that loving presence doing its mighty work. Yes, yes, God is love. And that love is the agent that is now healing humanity and healing our planet. Thank you, beloved presence. Thank you. All is well.
God is love. Loving Spirit dwells in me. This is my divinity. As within, so without. All I need is here and now. Where there's error, let me love. May I have no fear. All the power, all the glory, I surrender. Let it be. Loving Spirit dwells in me, now and evermore. Love you.
And now let's welcome our practitioner of the day, giving us an opening prayer treatment, Joe Lurquin.
Good morning. Welcome to this Sunday celebration. My name is Joe Lurquin. I'm a practitioner with this center. I will start with a reading by Ernest Holmes from The Science of Mind, page 362 to 363. Ye are the light of the world, that is God in us. All that we are is God, yet God is more than all we are. The nearer consciousness comes to this truth, the more cosmic sweep it has, and the more power it has. The realization that God is personal to all who are receptive of the divine influx enables one to communicate with the Spirit, receiving the direct answer from it. This Jesus was able to do. He was able to balance the personal, and the impersonal attributes of being, for the law is only a natural force, while the Spirit is always self-knowing. I will state this treatment in the first person. You may take it for yourself. I know that there is only one source, one God, one. Everything is of the one, as I know I am of the one. I know that this is the perfection that is the essence of who and what I am and who and what all is around me. I know that there is an infinite source of everything, and everything is available to everyone right here, right now. Knowing this is the absolute truth, I know that this beautiful day, this wondrous day, is perfection in my heart and in the heart of all those who are listening and all those who are part of this excellent trip that we are on to do the wonderment of the one. I know that this is the truth, and I'm very grateful for this teaching, for this knowing, and for this knowledge. I release this knowing it is already done, it is already complete, and so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, Joe. Now, will you repeat with me our affirmation for today? I speak my word, leaving the manifestation to the response of the law of mind. It always responds to me in direct correlation to those thoughts I embody. As such, I embrace only those ideas which express greater life and love. That affirmation was written for us by our speaker today, our beloved speaker today. You know and love him, especially if you join in on our Saturday morning Science of Mind book study. It's wonderful, and you find what an amazing presence and teacher he is. He has served here along with me ever since I arrived over 7 years ago, and he is a very special person in our lives. Well, and in my life too. You know, it isn't only mothers who know how to nurture. I've taken a couple of quick trips lately, and he has stayed home taking care of our puppy girl, Wonder Dog Yoga. And he said to me when I was away last week, it's not easy being a single parent, but he took wonderful care of her as he does of all of us. So may I introduce to you, speaking today on Celebrating the Divine Feminine, the Reverend Michael Gerdes.
Oh, whoa, oh, thank you so much. I've got a mic.
Oh, right, you do. So do I.
That's a great that's a great introduction. Thank you very much, Dr. Maxine. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. If you haven't called your mother yet, you've still got some time, but I suggest that you do it early in the day rather than later in the day. Did you know that the telephone busyness grows 37% during this day? There's 37% more volume of telephone calls today than any other day of the year. Did you know, too, that today is the busiest day at restaurants? You'll find that out if you go to make a reservation right now. But it's really important. And if you are a mother and you haven't gotten a call yet, know that they will. Know that you'll get a card, maybe late, but it is coming. My purpose of my talk today is I want to honor moms. And I want to honor that nurturing aspect. And I want to honor all the people in our lives that have nurtured us besides our moms. Some of the best fathers I know. Some of the best moms I know are fathers. Teachers, ministers, loved ones that have supported us, nurtured us as we've grown. I want to honor them. And I want to honor, too, that what they teach us. And that what they teach us is to honor and nurture ourselves. I know that my mom, bless her heart, she jumped off the planet about 13 years ago. I'm wearing a bow tie today, in honor of her, because she just might be watching today. When I was in the center in Kennewick, my folks lived in Kennewick. They moved there from Seattle. And they would sit about 6 rows back in the center. And they were there every Sunday, looking up with great pride. And I made sure I wore my bow tie. So the bow tie is pretty special. My mom had a really tough childhood. It's amazing that she became as good a mother as she was, because you would anticipate with a childhood like she had that she'd turn out to be horrendous. She was left alone, abandoned by her mother, and she had an alcoholic father who left for weeks at a time, and she had to care for her younger brother and sister. And at times they had no food at all. They had to go pick dandelions. She had one dress to wear to school all year. And she'd take it home at night, and she'd wash it and iron it out and have it hang it up to dry it so that she could wear it the next day. When she went to have her lunch, usually it was a wish sandwich. You know what a wish sandwich is? You have 2 pieces of bread and you wish you had something between it. And she was so embarrassed by that she would go underneath the porch at school and eat her bread so that the other kids wouldn't see how poor she was and what she had to eat. So with that kind of a childhood, you could have imagined her to turn out to be pretty bad. She turned out to be a great mom. In fact, she spoiled me. Now, I can blame her for that. And I'm still working at getting over my selfishness and self-centeredness, because I was the prince, right? And everything that I did represented or reflected on the family, reflected on her. And so what I've had to learn was, if she's not responsible for what I'm doing today, I'm responsible for what I'm doing today. And she did the best she could with the consciousness that she had at the moment. Now, a lot of us use our moms and use our dads for all kinds of excuses. I mean, we keep therapists in business. But the truth be known, that everybody does the best they can with the consciousness they have at the moment. And if we're holding on to anxiety or grief or resentment or anger about what's gone on in the past, that's not them. It's us that's to blame today. We're the ones that can change the situation, can change our consciousness today. And we do that by using divine mind, the divine feminine. You see, we are surrounded by an infinite intelligence which receives the impress of our thoughts and acts upon those thoughts to manifest in our outward experience what we believe on the inner experience. Now, to make that a little bit simpler, power, consciousness attracts, consciousness creates, and power flows towards and attracts that to which you give your attention. So as we give our attention towards love, if we give our attention towards joy, if we give our attention towards forgiveness, if we give our attention towards growth, if we give our attention towards abundance, if we give attention to healing in the world and in ourselves, wondrous things can happen. Because it's not us that's doing it, it's God that's doing it. It's this universal mind. It's this divine feminine that's doing it. See, the divine feminine is that aspect of God which is the creative power, which is the womb of the universe, the creative womb of the universe. Because whatever you put into it, it says yes, and does manifest according to what you've put into it. So you have to be really careful. You have to be selective as to what you're going to put in, what seed you're going to put in that soil of consciousness. Now, have you thought today, or have you thought recently, about what you think about all day? That's right. Have you thought about what you think about all day? A lot of us think about stuff that we really don't want to be thinking all day. And then what we'll do is we'll go give a spiritual mind treatment, or meditate, or we'll pray, and think that'll take care of all the garbage that we've been thinking all day. I think that we need to be more mindful. We need to call ourselves on our thoughts. And we need to use this universal mind to direct our thoughts, to direct our thinking, and to clear off all that nincompoopery ideas. Now, Dr. Maxine and I had the opportunity yesterday to officiate at the memorial service for Dr. J. Scott Neal, one of the greats. And it was a real honor for us to officiate at that memorial service. We had 128 people online on a Zoom memorial, most ministers, practitioners. It was truly an honor. And what we had the opportunity to do was celebrate this man And he was really important to me because he nurtured me, he mentored me, he cared for me. He'd call me up. I celebrate that nurturing nature of Dr. J. I celebrate what he taught me. I celebrate the nurturing aspect and love that my mom showed me and my dad showed me, my brother showed me. All of you in the center have showed me. Some of the most nurturing people I have ever known are in this center. I could list your names, but I'd get in trouble because I'd forget somebody. And that's both women and men. You know, we have a man in this center who's a single parent, and he's probably the best mom I have ever known. You know, we have men in this center that take such good care of their pets and their plants. You have to understand that nurturing and caring really doesn't have anything to do with sexuality or gender. It has to do with heart. Now, I honor moms, of course. We honor moms, but not all of us are moms, but all of us give birth to something. We all give birth to experiences. We all give birth to manifestations of what it is that we desire, what it is that we've taken into consciousness. We've created things. We've created some great things. And along the way, once in a while, we recognize that we have to change things, choose newly, let go of ways that we used to be, and accept greater ideas for today. Now, one thing that's really important for us to learn, if we're going to learn how to nurture other people, if we're going to learn how to care and love other people, you and I have to learn to care and nurture ourselves. What do you do to nurture yourself? Do you spend time to get rest at night? Anybody take a nap during the day once in a while? How about eating right? And I don't mean just eating all the chocolate. I mean actually eating such that you... A friend of mine referred to his body as his horse. And he had an opportunity to ride this horse through this life experience. And so he said, what do I want to feed this horse? What do I want to feed this body so that it does what it's supposed to do as long as it can? I want to treat it right. I want to treat it with care. I don't want to give it poisons. I want to nurture it. Are we exercising? I don't mean you have to go be a rock climber, but are we moving a little bit? Are we doing what we know we need to do so that we feel better physically and mentally? You know, what we do physically has a direct correlation to what we do mentally. Physical, mental, and what we do mentally has a lot to do with what we do spiritually. It does. Have you been studying? Have you been learning? Have you been on the growth pattern? Each of us, no matter how many years we've got behind us, we have an opportunity to learn more. We are never done learning until we jump off this planet, and then I'm sure we've got new lessons to learn then. I think it's important for us, if we're going to really nurture ourselves, that we devote some of our time into educating ourselves, continuing to grow, continuing to learn things, new ways of doing things, new aspects of life, new appreciations for things. What are we doing to nurture our spiritual growth? Are we meditating? Now, some of us will nod and say, oh yeah, I'm meditating, but you know, you could really do better. You could really do it on a regular basis. And it doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be long. It just needs to be a commitment on your part to meditate and then sit and meditate in whatever way works for you at the time. Just the intention to do so will manifest in wonders in your life if you give it time. Are you being mindful about what it is that you're thinking about so that you can grow along spiritual lines? Because you know, your experience in life is a direct relationship to what you're thinking about life and what you're thinking about things. Lately, what's all been going on in the news with the war in Ukraine and the politics that's going on and the divisiveness, it's really tough to listen to the news and keep a happy outlook. But at the same time, I see that as a challenge for us. Now, I can't take a steady diet of that, but when I don't deny it's out there. I don't deny that it's happening. I don't deny that there's a lot of people in suffering right now. So what do I do about it? Well, there's a part of me that wants to stew and say, let's go get them. But then I know the right thing to do for me is to go within myself and call forth peace to come forth out of this, to call forth greater good to come forth out of this, to call forth love to come forth out of this, and to know that right where I am, God is, love is, and then by embracing a greater idea of love and life, I make a difference in this world. That's just not Pollyanna, it's true. You know, a lot of people used to think that this was just pie in the sky positive thinking we're talking about. What we're talking about has actually been proven now by quantum physics. That as we look at things, things change. As you look at the world does change. It is more of us looking towards the world, towards a solution, and calling forth good to come forth. Good does come forth. I ask you to join with us in knowing good's coming forth out of all of this experience. Look for the good stories. And don't dwell on the God ain't it awful stuff. What are you doing to nurture somebody else? Yeah, that's right. One of the things that we get to learn, whether it's from our parents or those people who have nurtured us, is the joy there is in nurturing and caring for other people. Dr. Maxine mentioned how I was caring for yoga. That's a treat. Here we've got this 20-plus-year-old pooch. She's our baby. She needs a lot of tender, loving care, as you can probably imagine. And whether it's a 20-year-old pooch or a baby you have or a friend you have, there are people we can nurture. There are people we can care for. We are people we can support. You know, there's people in our congregation, there's people in our group that could use a phone call. If you called them up and say, how are you doing? I was just thinking about you. I wanted to let you know that you're important to me and that I love you. And I'm sorry that I haven't seen you for a while. I'm looking forward to being able to see you again soon. That would go a long way to making somebody's day wonderful. And you know what? When you work towards making somebody else's day wonderful, you do wonderful. You really feel good. Now, you don't have to go off and try to save the world. You can do small things. You can do little things. You can nurture the planet by being green, by doing your daily walks. If you see refuse, pick it up and put it in a dumpster or whatever, or recycle it. You can nurture the planet. You can nurture your fellow man, your fellow woman. You can support financially worthwhile organizations that help children and UNICEF and all these kinds of things. It's good to support. It's good to care for. It's good to nurture. When we support and nurture others, we feel better. We are nurturing ourselves. please nurture yourself. Care for one another. Love one another. And allow that to be symbolic of the love that you felt from your mom and for those that showed you love, care, and nurturing. Because they really did, you know. Now, they may not be with us physically anymore, or they may be. If they are in your life, God bless them. And I know that sometimes there may be difficulties in families. But give thanks for the opportunity you have, the people you have in your family. Give thanks for the opportunity that you have to have the people in your circle, whether they're biological family or regular or chosen family. Let's give thanks for the people that we know, and give thanks for the people that we love, and give thanks for the people that love us. It's important that we care. It's important that we know how fortunate we are to have had the parents we've had, the moms we've had, the friends we've had, the teachers we've had, the ministers we've had, the puppies we've had. We are really blessed. And let's give thanks too that we have this divine feminine, this universal energy, this universal intelligence which will receive the impress of our thoughts and act upon it. We can count on it. Now, the difference between it and mom is it always says yes and mom didn't always say yes. But get this, using that universal mind, I can change things, you can change things. So if we want to nurture and help bring about a better world, let's commit ourselves to thinking along lines that we want to be replicating, we want to be knowing, we want to be manifesting in this world. And let's, when we find ourselves thinking other than that, let's abandon that idea. Let's consciously let those ideas go and embrace a greater idea where there's hate and discord and war, let's know peace and love and harmony as being the truth. While not being a fact, we know it's a truth that is coming forth to be facts. Let's nurture a better world. And with that, let's close by saying that wherever we go, our moms and those that nurtured us are always with us, guiding us and directing us to know a greater life, a greater love than we've ever known before. And so it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Mike. That was wonderful. I am inspired. Whew. Now it's time to celebrate our abundance. And in our offertory time, we have an opportunity to share our good with the closest source of our spiritual food. For me, that is the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. If it is also for you, thank you for your contributions that are keeping us healthy as we move through this time of transition until we can all be together again. And so we take our gift in our hands, if we haven't already given in the other ways that are about to be posted for you. I like to hold it to my heart because my gift reminds me that this is a gift, a sacred gift given to me, and I get to share a portion of it with that same source that forever nurtures me, as Reverend Mike spoke about today. So let us say our affirmation of prosperity together. I choose to celebrate prosperity. Divine love blesses my gift. It is my acceptance of God as the source of my abundant supply. With joy and gratitude, I share my abundance with this center. In doing so, I am one with the law of circulation. My tithe goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It returns to me multiplied abundantly, and I am prospered. And so it is.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. And I'm Jeff Messino. I'm the secretary and serve as a member of the Board of Trustees with your morning announcements. Thank you. And yes, we are still live streaming from the Inspiration Cafe right here in Paoli, Pennsylvania. And we are thrilled that you are tuning in today wherever you are in the world. And I would just like to say a great thank you to Reverend Mike Gerdes for such an inspirational talk. I know that I'm going to be calling my mom right after this and crying to her, saying how much I'm grateful for her and for all the mothers that we have in the world. So happy Mother's Day to everyone. Now on to the announcements. This is your last chance to register for Dr. Maxine's special 5-week Zoom class on the Art of Abundance starting Tuesday, May 9th. That's this Tuesday. This short but powerful class leads the student through the principles and practices that enhance the consciousness of true abundance, focusing on the 10 rules for a prosperous life. Based on Dr. Jones's book by the same name, this course helps the students release and transform limited patterns of belief and open the portals of consciousness to expand into the limitless abundance that awaits our recognition and acceptance. Expect dynamic exchanges and powerful changes in the interactions of the class experience as a safe, effective environment is established for easy and joyful growth. This is a love offering class, and we'd like you to register today. Just go to our events calendar for May 10th and click on the registered link on our website, which is www.cslphilly.org. We'd also love to thank Edie and Rich Janik, Linda O'Neill, and Jane Downey for organizing and leading a wonderful labyrinth walk for world peace yesterday. And thanks for all who came out and braved the weather, and to those who participated in spirit. We plan on holding future labyrinth walks and will keep you posted. As always, if you're watching us and enjoy our Sunday celebrations and love notes on our Facebook or YouTube channel, please be sure to like, to subscribe, and to share with others. When you subscribe, you will receive notices when our Sunday celebration and our daily love notes are uploaded. And that's it for today. You all have a blessed day, and happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers in the world.
Our closing song today is by Karen Drucker, O Mother God.
Oh, Mother God, flowing through our hearts, we give thanks for the bread of our lives, for the hands in the earth and the fruit of your womb. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, flowing through our hearts, we give thanks for the bread of our lives, for the hands in the earth and the fruit of your womb. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, thank you for this day, for the love that you wash over me, and this joy in my heart I will share with the world. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, thank you for this day, for the love that you wash over me, and this joy in my heart I will share with the world. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Of your womb, oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, flowing through our hearts, we give thanks for the bread of our lives, for the hands in the earth and the fruit of your womb. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God,
say, oh Mother God, blessed be.
Thank you again, Reverend Mike, for a wonderful, inspirational, uplifting talk. Let's all go out and be the nurturers we were designed to be.
And so it's with this knowing that right where we are, God leads us, God blesses us, and God brings us to a greater realization of the love we have, the love we are, and allows us to be a greater uplift to the rest of the world. For this we give thanks, and so it is.